All right, folks, this is Sunday morning. I see Logan there fixing to do some work. There's a little goat. Baby's right over here on those steps. See him right there on the steps? Yeah, there's Mama. And I'm just looking here. Hang on. It's a beautiful day. There's not a cloud in the sky. I see Jake trying to go feed his cows, and all my cows are, see, he's put all his feeders right up on that fence. So all my cows are following him. They're all following him. He met them. Are you ready to go too? Hang on. I think she'll be next. I had to go look for her because she wasn't standing here. I thought, oh boy, she's done went somewhere. Yeah, she done went somewhere. But she don't have that. She's gonna pop. Okay, let's go feed up. Let's go, Woody. We gotta go feed up. I'm right here. I'm gonna secure her feed trough to the fence because she pulls it off. Move out of the way. Move over here. There y'all go. I'm coming, baby. Big sweet baby. All right. Put this over here. Be right back, Macy. I'm coming. G brought the little girls out to play with them yesterday, and Coda brought her little doll, her little Barbie doll. And one of those little goats, I forget which one she said it was, grabbed that Barbie doll and took off. And they had to chase it down. Hey, baby. Papa got your food, okay? I got your food. Yes, ma'am. I got your food right here. Come on. Come on, sweetie. We're going to put it right on this side of the water trough, okay? There's yours, okay? Oh, yeah, so pretty. She's so pretty. Yeah, she's so pretty. Such a pretty girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So pretty. So pretty. Yes, you are. There's a little hair right there. That's my baby. You don't eat with her. You go eat your own. Go eat your own. But if y'all want to share, it's okay. That'll be okay with me if y'all share. That's a little temporary play thing. They go up that little ramp, get up on that floor of those posts. I'll use some of them posts out here. That's why I haven't moved them. And come on, Woody, let's go. Let's go, Woody. Ginger said she's just gonna eat with the horse. I like horse feed, Papa. Okay, baby. It's okay. It's good for you. You should share it with you. Got a little head down there with her. They like each other already. They've had fun. G says when they come out watching them play, they run back and forth. Had such a good time with each other. That feed trough is a bit tall for her. She got a double trough right over here. All you got to do is come back over and eat your own feed. That's cute though, ain't it? That is cute. I'm gonna sit it down a little bit lower so she don't choke herself trying to reach over in it. I'm gonna sit it down lower for you guys, okay? Yeah, I will. Hang on, let's just go down right here. There. Is that okay with you? Oh yeah. Actually, we can both get out of here, Papa. That'd be awesome. Look. What are you trying to guard them, son? What is it, Papa? Look at them. They've already showed up. I know, Wood. It's pitiful. It's pitiful, son. I see they've moved over here to the slide. They was on the steps. Now they're on the slide. Yeah. Hey, cute little guys. So cute. Oh, baby, I got some hay over here. Come on. Get it. Don't be contrary. Kind of like Ivan. I'll make it over in a minute, Papa. I'm eating something right here, right now. All right, you two happy? Y'all happy? You two? Here she comes. Come on, baby. Come over here to eat. They got hay. There's my girl. There's our little girl. All right. Ben had lost his wire cutters yesterday. Looked down there by her feet. Yeah. Ben said, I don't know what happened to him. Well, I'm going to tell you what happened to him. He wasn't working over here. But them two was helping him. And they will pick up stuff and take off with it. Like they did at Doll yesterday. Little Dakota bears. Yes, I'm going to reach you here and get them. Those three get along great. And they're not bossy like Sophie. But they do get along good. They eat together. All of them out there last night. They're up on their little platform, and she was right there beside them when I went to bed. So they're going to do great together, these three. They're going to do great together. See what we have here today.
It's not my turn to cook.
No, you're not our
So
turn.
it's Daniel's turn to cook, but Lou's gone to visit her mother, and Dan had to fly to Lubbock for the whole weekend for jobs. So I thought since I had the two little ones, we couldn't do church hardly anyway. So I just got a box.
Box, yeah,
A
box.
beef
I
stroganoff.
think probably more people eat out of boxes than us, Chief.
Well, I hope. Anyway, supposed to serve 10. And I'm going to do cornbread with it.
And when we get to 10 people through the door, we stop them.
Yeah.
No more can come in.
Well, look.
We'll give them tickets.
Me, you, Kim. Levi won't eat.
Right.
Daniel, Buddy, Steph.
How many is that?
7.
7? All right, so we can have 3 more guests.
Well, Tina's out of town. Dustin and Jill are out of town.
Right.
Jake never comes for lunch.
So it might be Bree.
Maybe Bree, but she doesn't eat very much.
No, we won't let her eat much.
She'll eat mostly cornbread, and we'll put this on cornbread.
All right.
So,
I'll do the cornbread. Everybody loves my cornbread.
I'm not going to say nothing. That's fine.
2 pans that were both gifted to me, and I appreciate these guys. And I'm going to grease them up good with bacon grease. And we'll make the cornbread. She said, I don't think you'll need both of them. I said, well, I want to make it thin. And making it thin, I'll spread it out a little bit. So all I got to do right now is heat up my grease up here. It's heated up in that. That's the little bacon bits that comes off when I cook Lex's breakfast. He does not want those little chips in his eggs. So they're good for flavoring though. Awesome. Okay. G believes in cornbread mix. So I'm going to do this here that calls for half a cup of milk and 1 egg per package. I'm going to do 2 packages for the biggest skillet I'm heating up. And we'll do 1 little package for this one here. Okay. All right. Oh, and by the way, I brought it back. Shh, I brought it back. I've been using it. I've been using this out there doing my milk for my babies. But they're off the bottle now. I've taken them off the bottles so I could bring it back in the house. She never knew where it went. I got a cup of milk, 2 packages of that's what it called for, and I've got 2 eggs, 2 farm fresh eggs, right out of the hen house. And I'm gonna mix it up good. My skillet, or not a skillet, my little bread pan that I was gifted. I love these things. Is preheating. Oh, it just looks like good to me. Boy, these things do wonders. A lot better than a fork. Okay. Let me check. And I'm going to put, look here. I'm going to put just a little bit. Probably about a tablespoon of baking oil. Baking grease, okay? Ooh, yeah, baby. Okay. They'll never know my secret with it, unless I tell them. Dan will be begging. Dad, what's in the cornbread, Dad? What's in the cornbread? It's so good, Dad. It's so good. What's in it? And then he'll blaspheme, and he'll make some. Hang on. He'll make some. So Jesus gave it to me. Give me this recipe. Well, you know that ain't right. In a way, I guess he does. In a way, through me. He don't have to go through me, does it? Hang on. Okay. My pan should be pretty well preheated. Okay. Now I'm gonna bring it over here and set it on this. What do they call these things? It's not called a dish rag, except for us country boys. I think, what, a hand cloth? I don't know. I don't know what it's called. A dishcloth? That sounds better, a dishcloth. And we've got the deals. I've got several out there in my kitchen out there, and she's got them in here. It's my way of doing it. Okay, so hang on. All right, this baby's hot. I hope this is not real thick, huh? All right, guys. We're gonna put it back in the little oven. When it gets a little bit stiff on top, a little bit firm, I'm gonna paint some more bacon grease on top of it, okay? Okay, got a farm fresh egg here. Oh yeah, right out of the hen house. Half a cup of milk. And one package of this cornbread mix, okay? All right. Okay. Throw stuff out of my way. All right, boys, y'all gotta move. Got these two little boys right down by my feet. There's the cornbread mix up here. Here we go. Yeah, a whisk works so much better than a fork, guys. So, we all know, we don't know what happened to the whisk. Where's my whisk? Ah. But the little girls out there, Ginger and Mary Ann, I needed something to mix their milk good. You know, mix it up good. So, that's what happened. We have to kind of, you know, make it work. Okay, and I'm gonna put a little bit of bacon grease in here. Stir it up just a little bit. Yeah. And, oh yeah, that looks good. I want to heat this up before I put it in here, though. The other one's over in the thing. I've told y'all about my recipe, where I got it. It's not my own thoughts. I have thoughts. I have my own thoughts. They're scary. They're scary sometimes. Do you think, Papa? Well, yeah, I think. But I told y'all about the little lady that worked with me. Such a sweetheart. She's passed on now. She's just a sweet, sweet Christian lady. I loved her. And little petite lady, just as cute as she could be. And told such great stories. Her name was Lateef. Her husband was a truck driver. And so she was just going to, work as an aide or monitor on the buses until he retired. Sadly, he passed away before he retired. And it wasn't long after that, she got sick. I think grieving. I think she literally grieved herself. And she quit her job, and that was probably the biggest mistake she made. She probably should have stayed on the bus because it gave her something to do and maybe look forward to or whatever. But her sisters, she told me, didn't want her to work no more. They wanted to do things, and so she retired. And it wasn't long ago she got sick and passed away. But anyway, told great stories. But one day she's talking about, I knew that they'd call her a lot. Her sisters would call her a lot on the bus. And in the conversation, okay, I'll make some and I'll bring it over. Or, okay, I'll make some so you get home. And so I asked, what are you making? She was cornbread. She said, they love my cornbread. And she had like 3 sisters. One, her husband, the sister's husband, was handicapped and couldn't get out. So she would take cornbread over to her and him sometimes. And sometimes the other 2 sisters would come to her house and have cornbread with her. I would go visit people all the time, but not to just eat their cornbread. What's so good about your cornbread? So her secret was this, just exactly what I've showed y'all. But she made it thin. So it makes it more crisp. Not crisp like a cracker, but crunchy on the bottom, a little bit on the top too. And so I come home one day and I said, okay, I'm gonna try it. And I did. And geez, Mom and Dad lived next door. And I took them some. I said, just tell me what you think, your honest opinion. And they oohed and awed for 30 minutes over about that cornbread. And after that, they didn't even ask me to make them some. So I knew they really liked it. And I've never been big on cornbread. I like cornbread, but it's just not, giving me a choice, biscuits or cornbread, I go for biscuits. A lot of people don't. But anyway, so that's what how I started making it, and making it thin. And it just comes out so much better. So G makes hers thick like a cake, like a cake, and sweet. She always wants sweet. So this is kind of a sweet mix here, but I didn't put nothing with it to make it sweeter. So I'm going to check my other bread, okay? It's just about getting firm enough I can put the bacon grease on top. And she likes these little fancy things like this. I personally like a paintbrush. Wash it out and go paint something. No, not really. I could, but I don't do stuff like that. Yeah. No, but the paintbrushes, little old paintbrushes, you got a little cheap paintbrush that work just as good as this thing, maybe better, but they're softer. This thing's kind of stiff. Anyway, it's just about ready for me to put the topping on it, okay? And I'll use my bacon grease, and if I get some of these little old flakes on top, it makes it that much better. Yeah, makes it that much better. So hang on. Okay, guys, here we go. It's still tender. Oops, it's still tender, but I can be gentle. I'm a gentle man. Look at that. Very gentle. A little bit thicker than I wanted it, but we do what we got to do. All right, that's great. Okay, put it right back in the oven. Okay, hang on. Now all we got to do is just let it cook. Okay, We're gonna start our little one now. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, here we go. Okay. So this one here has got to wait until the other is ready. Okay. And it's got the bacon grease on the bottom. It's got some bacon grease in it. And the other one gets done, we'll bring it out and put this one in. Okay. Cut this off. Wash my dishes. Now, a lot of the old timers, my dad especially, because he grew up this way, and I've known a ton of others have done it, and I've done it one or two times. Not really my favorite meal. I've seen them take cornbread, put it in a glass or a jar, what are you gonna call it, pour milk in on top of it and kind of crunch it up a little bit and eat it with a spoon. Drink the milk off of it, eat it with a spoon. My dad never grew up, and he's told me, he says lots of times, they were poor folks. That was their meal. They had a milk cow, and they had cornbread, or cornmeal, and that would be the meal for all ages, the parents, the children, and all. I mean, it would become like a staple. That's what they eat when they would come in from chores or whatever, and maybe more than one meal. So I've eaten it, but it wasn't my favorite. Have you ever eaten it, baby?
What?
Cornbread with milk on it?
No.
I didn't think you
Why would anybody have cornbread?
Because
on it?
some folks, that's what they had to eat, baby. My dad.
There's a difference in having cornbread and putting milk on it, or taking a bite of cornbread and having a glass of milk.
No, I'm talking about pouring milk on it.
Nasty.
It's not nasty.
You just said you wouldn't.
I've eaten it. I just didn't really care for it that much.
Okay.
But it's not
No,
bad.
I've never had that.
Well, you wasn't poor. You wasn't poor folks.
You're missing what I'm saying.
I know what
There's
you're saying.
been lots of times I've had cornbread and milk for dinner.
But you just didn't want to mix it.
Or for lunch.
You just want to mix it.
Yeah,
You
that's
don't-
nasty.
It got mixed in your tummy.
I don't care. I've seen my grandmother and my great grandmother do that.
I know,
There was
lots
no,
of-
but it's different. You know, here's your cornbread and here's your milk, and yummy, yummy.
Well, anyway. They used to do it all the time. And I have done it, but it's not like, say, my favorite.
No.
Not our favorite.
Gross.
Pretty. Toothpick in here to see. Oh yeah, it's clean. It's ready. Beautiful, ain't it? Beautiful. The only difference, I won't see how much difference it makes, is I didn't preheat this pan here because this little bread pan here. Now these are cast iron. These are cast iron, and it recommended preheating before you put your mix in. But I had this one already in here, so I went ahead and mixed that one, started cleaning up my messes, and so it was going in without being preheated. We'll see how much difference it makes. Okay, I bet it makes a difference. We'll see. But this is beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, Dan ain't never made cornbread like this. No, Dan ain't never made cornbread like this. Never. And the thing about these cast irons, it's literally still cooking. Even though it's out of the oven, it's slowing down, but it's still cooking. This thing is hot. That's what's good about it. I appreciate the folks that sent these to me. They say they don't have that handle, so I can use them in my little oven out there in my shop. And I've got off track, you know, after Heidi got sick, and haven't done anything out there, but we fixed to get started again. In fact, I want to go out one day and make cornbread out there also. You see how I do on it out there in a little old wood burning oven. And I also want to make pancakes out there one morning. That's my two first things I want to do before I actually cook a regular meal. I want to do cornbread in my oven out there. I know biscuits work. I've done them. And I want to do some pancakes on the top.
Come here.
Right here. Beautiful. That's the top. There's the bottom. Beautiful. Tastes delicious. The only thing I'm kind of disappointed in is they're still too thick. I've got to cut down, like on this one over, this big pan. I'm going to use, like next time, I'm going to use one package. And I think it'll make them thin. And I've got a couple other pans out there. A couple of them been sent to me, and I just make them thin and do several of them. That'll work. This is delicious. Delicious. Okay, guys, I'm done. Next time I'm going to use one. I'm going to bring in another pan, maybe two, and use one package for this pan, a half a package for this little one, and I've got another one, and I also got the one with the individual little containers, and I'll spread out the other. Take a little bit longer doing just in that little oven, but hey, I want to do them thin, and these are still a little bit too thick for what I want to do, but they taste delicious. Very good, and so I'm sure everybody will like them. But look at that color. Ain't that beautiful? Beautiful. Beautiful. Dan comes back from love, and he's talking about, he's driving down the highway up there, and he sees a fence post and some cows. And he drives, how far, Dan? A mile before he saw another fence post?
Multiple hundreds of yards. Multiple hundreds of yards.
And he wants to make fun of my fences.
Well, these cows obviously weren't getting out.
Our cows, there's something wrong with our cows.
They're Texas. I don't know if they Texas, but that's Texas too. They're river cows.
The grass is always green on the other side for a cow.
Always green on the other side, no matter what's over there. I've had cows cross the river into thickets. When they left the hay to go get the thicket. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty neat. That's probably electric fence, so Dan, you only saw it one wire. But it must have been a high voltage.
Maybe it was. I don't know, but it was weirdest thing I ever saw. I mean, we're talking about a freeway where people are doing 80, 90 miles an hour all day long.
Wow.
And
I'd be scared to death to have cows on the road like that without
I
having
would too. Yeah,
I've
Bear
probably
cage.
been like that forever, and he's never had a problem.
you're probably right. I mean,
Yeah.
Maybe if you train them closer to the house with an electric fence that's high, then eventually you start letting them, just get a little further,
a little further.
Yeah.
They're already scared of it. They're already used to
I've
it.
seen a strand or two of wire for a horse. I've never seen that for cows.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of horses in just one strand, like a little corral,
Yeah.
just one strand, yeah. Horses not bad about, they're not going to hardly push through a barbed wire fence. A cow will.
Evidently, horses don't push through too much. I've seen it's very popular nowadays to have horses with that rubber fence that looks like wood. It literally has a look that looks like you're looking at wood, but it's like a roll of thick
Oh, wow.
rubber. They go down the sides.
Huh.
They still hook to the post and everything with these little clamps, but they're like a
You know,
real
horses,
thick
horses
rubber.
ain't bad about sticking her head through a fence or trying to push. Or well, Buffy will try to tear a gate down out there when she runs out of food. But
She's a rodeo horse.
yeah,
Oh, our horse was so cute when we put her in that big pen.
she run.
Oh, run,
But-
play with them little goats. They eat together. She loves those two little goats. This morning I went out and put them some feed in there, and they all shared the feed together. Goats turn their feed down so they can eat her feed.
Yeah.
And I give them some hay. They all eat hay together. Comes up, I wish love on her. Mom went down yesterday, took the little girls out, and one of the
Coda.
little goats come up. Which one was it?
Coda
baby?
had a Barbie doll with her.
Which goat was it? The black one or the little white one?
I don't know.
The little black one, Mary Ann's the most mischievous. Come up, grabbed the Barbie doll, and took off.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Well, it didn't go through the fence, so we were able to get it
yeah,
before it went through the fence.
While you're filming, Daddy,
yeah. Because there's only a few of us here today.
I'm gonna tell a story about Lee. It was really fast.
Okay, let's hear it.
I was headed to town yesterday. He's got his tablet. Get to the end of the driveway, my driveway, and he goes, "Fix it. It won't come in." I said, "We're in a bad area right here. Let's get out on the open road where you get signal." So we get out and we get up about Larry McMillan's, and he says, There's too many mountains around here. I'm not getting a signal.
Mountains. Levi. Where you see a mountain at?
There's no signal in the mountains.
There's no signal in the mountains.
Too many mountains. I
Oh,
love
bless
it.
his heart. You ready for another road trip, baby?
Yeah.
I said, baby, you're
Yes.
in the flatlands of Plum Grove. There's no mountains here.
Yeah, Lou's still in North Carolina. Bree and him, I don't know where they at today. Our Steph and Buddy. So it's just us.
Yep.
It don't matter because we ate the whole skillet of
We almost eat all the food anyway. Oh, Dan
Say
come
real
home.
quick, if y'all want to see a really neat video, you need to watch mine on Tuesday. I'm gonna take y'all for a little trip to Canyon, Texas.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll watch it. Canyon, Texas.
Sounds like a good place.
It's an awesome place.
Sound like a good place. Buddy and, Dustin and Jill are in Fredericksburg.
Yeah, I want to go for
I pulled in the road yesterday going to where I normally go to. There's 3 mule deer bucks standing there, big, huge rack. Mule deer are not like whitetail. They don't care. They're like cows. They just anyway. I kind of pulled up there. I'm filming them, and one turns around, looks at me, walks across the road. There's a probably 6-foot barbed wire fence. They had guys have longhorns over there. And that first deer just up over the fence it went. Second deer walks across the road, looks at the fence, looks down, puts his head underneath the bottom wire, and scurries underneath
Oh my
the
gosh.
bottom one. And the other one over there is looking at him like you're idiots, and he's just gonna stay on this side of the road.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was they're awesome. I got it all on film. They're really, really pretty.
Fredericksburg, I think it's where John Wayne built that replica of the Alamo. And they made that film, the Alamo. Yeah.
Wonder if it's still there.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
probably better than the real Alamo.
It's a
Well,
tourist
the real
attraction.
Alamo, they had us all blocked. It's been years since we went, but they had us blocked off from a whole lot of it.
Yeah, but what y'all don't understand about the Alamo is what you see there is not the Alamo. That was just like the chapel inside the Alamo.
Well,
Right.
you see
Across the street where that Wrigley's are, there's a gray strip of brick or stone. That's where the original Alamo walls were, all the way down and
Well,
around.
no, I guess we haven't seen the whole original thing. But I'm just saying, when you go through their gates, you see the chapel. At one time, did they have where you buy things in the chapel?
Yeah, at one time we was in high school. We went there. They had like a souvenir
But it was in that
inside
chapel.
there. Yeah.
I don't know if it's still like that now. But over here, you had. I don't know if they were where the horses were kept. There was still some of that, like stalls. You could see each individual.
Yeah, like the
or-
stables. Yeah.
Yeah, something was still there.
Well, we tried to go, remember when we made our last trip, and that's when so much was roped off.
When y'all take a trip again, if I don't know where y'all go, y'all need to go through the Panhandle of Texas. Seriously, there is so much neat stuff. You got to look for it, but there's so much neat stuff
Well, we'll
out
have
there.
to stay there because that's going to be an 8-hour drive to get
You
there.
will have to stay there for sure.
We
But
can
like
leave
the,
here and go this
Yeah,
direction.
but all those people are migrating across.
Huh?
No, they're migrating down here.
Oh,
Not
they're going
west.
all the way up, baby.
Well,
Wait, what are we talking about? Who's migrating where?
Poor Dan.
in the panhandle.
Dan don't ever watch
Where
the
are people
news.
migrating in the Panhandle?
Dan don't watch the news, Mama. They call you a fat boy.
What did you say then?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
You didn't say anything to me.
No.
Yeah, I heard you. What'd you say?
I think I heard it, fat boy.
You call me a fat boy?
Yep,
No.
that's what I heard.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Say it out, Dan.
I want to know what you said.
Thank you.
You say you love me?
I love you.
Okay.
Yes.
What? You say something else?
No.
Say it again real quick before he goes out.
They said, okay, there's a set to him.
He's going.
Love you, Levi.
Bye, baby.
Oh, dude.
He gonna say that to leave.
Gosh, don't you shake that booty! Stop shaking that booty!
Can you shake your booty, baby girl?
my gosh.
Little girl.
Oh
Hey.
my gosh, oh my gosh.
She's too busy flipping.
I forgot to doctor her leg last week.
Hey, dance for me. Let's see.
Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, yeah,
Baby girl, can you be a zombie? I loved that last night.
No?
You were a zombie?
No.
Oh, yeah, I liked that. I liked your zombie look.
Let's see you look. How do you look like a zombie?
Why are you looking at at me like that?
She forgot. Shark, shark, shark.
No, Papa.
Yeah, Papa, shark, shark, shark. Papa, shark, shark, shark. All right, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. It's not very many people here today. Dan and Kim, G and myself, and Levi. Most everybody's out of town. Tina and Rob are in Uvalde. Dustin and Jill are in Fredericksburg. Splendor's out of school next week, so they're all doing some little vacation stuff, short vacations. Jill and Dustin will be back to get the little girls Monday evening. And maybe G will get a break, and maybe I can get a break. We don't know. But we had a good meal, good time with those that were here. Dan told us about his trip, stuff he saw, and we just had a good time. Buddy and Steph, I don't know where they're at today. I don't know where Bree's at today either.
Hey.
And so that's the way it is with us. So I'm gonna cut this off. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button if you do. Share with a friend. This is our Sunday get together. And subscribe if you haven't. It helps. It helps our page when you do these things. And we appreciate you. Okay. I love you guys. Y'all take care.